Hi there everyone, Susan McGarry here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about drilling into glass. And we'll talk a little bit about drilling into small pieces, but primarily what I want to talk about is drilling into big pieces. So I have a giant round here that we are going to drill into today and talk about the problems and solutions for it. So here we go. Okay, so I'm not going to talk a lot about drilling into small pieces, but I do want to mention a couple of things. Find your favorite bit. There's tons out there. Find your favorite tool. It might be a Dremel. It might be a small rotary tool. It might be a drill press. It could be a hand drill. Just be aware that the size of this bit right here has to be able to be held in the tool that you're using, and some drill presses won't hold such a tiny tool. They need a bigger shaft on the tool. So keep that in mind. I would say start with your drill bit first and then find your tool that it will fit in. You don't want to buy a big drill press and then find out it won't hold your tool. I'm using a small plastic tray, and I've put some drawer liner in there, about 4 layers of it, and that is to keep me from drilling all the way through my plastic tray. And then I'm going to fill it with water, and you don't want to fill it too full. Resist the urge to fill it too full, because you just want it enough to keep the glass cool. So water is a requirement, but you don't want it so full that it's spraying all over you, right? And then wear your protective equipment, your goggles, your face mask, and you might want to wear something on the front of you to keep from getting wet. And then for a bit like this, you're going to start at an angle and tilt up. And that's how you will drill a hole in these smaller pieces. If it's on a drill press, of course, you can just drill straight down, but go very slowly. This is a giant piece of glass that has already been fused. And let's say I want to turn this into some type of clock or something, and I want to drill right in the middle. Well, the biggest issue is a drill press doesn't have a throat. It's called a throat this deep. So how are you going to do that? Well, you can use a hand drill, and you can use a rotary tool, but again, it comes back to the size of the hole that you're drilling. So let's say you want to drill this size hole. Here's the shaft. That's not going to fit in my rotary tool. It's way too big. So my two options are my drill press, which we can't use on this one, or my hand drill. So a hand drill is going to be my choice for this, and I need to keep water, I need to keep the area wet. So one way is to build a dam around it, and you can do that by using clay. You put some clay in here, smush it into the glass, and fill that little pool with water. But then I still have the issue of when I am trying to get this started, it's jumping all over the place. And it could possibly shoot across your glass and ruin it. So that was the issue that I was having that I wanted to solve. So here's what I decided to do. I took a little measuring tool and I drilled holes in it. And so I took all the different size bits that I wanted and drilled holes. What I tried to do was drill into a crosshair. You don't want to use your expensive drill bits to drill the holes in the acrylic. So you'll need to find drill bits that are the same size as your glass bit so that you can drill the hole in the plastic and then use this to drill into your glass. Now I can decide which hole do I need for my clock. So if it's this size hole, I would find the center of my glass, find the hole you want and center it over those crosshairs. And now let's tape it down. Make sure you are on something that supports the glass but won't damage your drill bits. I'm in a big tray to keep the water in. And I am actually going to cover this up a little bit more, make it a little more waterproof. I don't want the tape floating up. And you want to burnish this tape down so the water doesn't get under there. And at this point you could put a dam here. This is just a modeling clay circle that creates a little pool of water. But what I've found is with this acrylic ruler there, the water is going to seep down anyway. So I want a constant source of water. So what I've come up with is this 2-liter bottle that I have filled with water and then put a push pin in it. Now the lid is closed, so I can pull this push pin out and very little water comes out. It'll start, but see, it stops because no air is getting in there. Okay, so I've set my bottle over here. I'm gonna unscrew the lid and the air will go in and the water will pour out, and I will start drilling. Instead of having to start at an angle, because I've got this acrylic frame, I can just start straight down. Okay, it's a perfect hole right in the center. It looks really good on the back side. Okay, we can even use this technique on bottles. So I've got a bottle here that I have taped the acrylic ruler to the bottle, and I have sort of nestled the bottle in a towel so it doesn't roll around. I've got my bottle and towel in a big like cookie sheet tray, a baking tray, and I've got my bottle of water here. I'm ready to pull my pin out. I've got my drill bit in my drill, and I am ready to go. Pull the pin, unscrew the lid. There we go. Now I have to line this up so it's in the right spot for my... Alright, just had to move it a little bit, and here we go. I'm going to stop every once in a while, let the water get in there. Well, that was quick. And there we go. Perfect hole in the bottle. So I think this tool makes it so easy to drill holes exactly where you want them. So I hope this helped you the next time you need to drill a hole in a large piece of glass. And if you liked what you saw here today, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button below and click the little bell down there. And as always, I will list the items that I used in the video in the description below, but they'll also be on my Amazon shop. And that'll be listed in the description below also. So thanks for watching today. Be cool, honey bunnies. Bye.